Good morning, everyone. I believe I have us up and running, but we are double checking on the laptop and just making sure that we are up and running. I'm going to go to my website on YouTube and just see if it says it's live. It usually takes just a few minutes for it to get up and running, and also it takes people a few minutes to also log on. So we are up and running. I believe it says that we're up and running. Oh my goodness, it seems like every time I try to log on from one of the events that I scheduled, I always have problems. I don't know why that happens, because I actually, planned it last night. But hi, Gloria. Oh my gosh, all the way from Michigan. Welcome, everyone. So nice to see you. Let me see. Welcome, everyone. I'm going to turn my laptop over to my sister. She's the moderator, and so she helps us with all our comments. So please go ahead and introduce yourself and let us know where you're from. Oh my goodness, just welcome everyone to Creative Moments by G. I'm Georgia. I'm the G in Creative Moments by G. And today, excuse me, still have a little cough. Today we are working with the house stamp that was in the paper pumpkin. I don't know if you can see that. Can you see that a little bit? Okay, that's what we're going to be working with, because we did already create a video on YouTube with all the other stamps, but we didn't do anything with the house stamp. So we thought we would do that today. Now, remember, I always like to start with a saying, right, when we do our lives. And so here's our saying for the day. Count your rainbows, not your thunderstorms. Oh my goodness, isn't that true? We have a lot going on, I know, in the nation, but this is a time for us to check in on your friends by phone. Check in on your family. I know we have to do the social distancing, but oh my goodness, we have been chatting with our friends and family every day, checking in on them, seeing how things are going in their part of the world. So, let's focus on our rainbows, right? And how appropriate that this paper pumpkin is all about weather and rain. And, we just wish everybody a healthy, happy day. Remember to practice your social distancing. And Cindy, welcome online. Thank you so much for sharing your time with us today. I want to give you a little peek on one of the cards that we made with our house stamp. So let me see if I can get this to go down to our design table, and let's get started. Let me see. There we go. Okay, let me see. We have so many cards to show you, but I think I'm going to show you this one first. Look at that. See how we use the house stamp, and we use the little wood or the little lines to give it structure, right? And also, we've seen people use those as rain lines, but we used it to kind of look like the stucco in the house. And then we put our little foliage down there, right? And it says, hello. How did I get so lucky to have a friend like you? So cute. Of course, we use some double matting, and we love our dimensionals, right? So that's a little sneak peek at one that we did. But today, this morning, craft with me. Maybe you want to go get your crafting materials and craft, or maybe you just want to have some coffee and watch what I do. Either way is fine. But let me show you what we're going to work with today. Look at this. Is that beautiful? Oh my goodness. And you know what that is? Let me show you. It's Stampin' Up's new die cut. Isn't that gorgeous? Now, it goes on sale, I believe, April 1st or May 1st. I can't remember, but I'll put it down below when I figure that out. But this is such a beautiful die cut. And you know what? I bet you have die cuts too that you could use. But this is such a pretty one. And that's how we created this beautiful little banner, right? Isn't it pretty? Just so lovely. Now we also cut one of our mats. This is the Brightly Gleaming that we used. It was back in December and it's in the annual catalog. And then we just cut a base card, right? So we just cut your normal base card, which is 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4 1/4. And then of course we always like to mat on the inside. And our mats are 5 1/4 by 4. And then the top one is always much smaller. It's 5 by 3 3/4. But of course, all those dimensions will be below probably tomorrow when the, well, let's see if I have to revise any of the video. But if not, the dimensions will be below. And I think this is going to turn out really pretty. We haven't made it, so let's get busy with that. So the first thing we need to do is go ahead and glue down our top mat, right? Now, I'm going to have to get some more glue because I tell you what, I use my Tombow all the time and I am going to have to get a new one. So we're just going to barely put any glue. You don't need that much glue. And then we put it back in our holder, right? I love this holder. So we're just going to glue that down. And there we have it. There's our first mat. You know what? I'm going to get a little bit closer so you can see. And there we have our first mat. Now on this mat, we're going to set it up on dimensionals because I think that would be prettier. But for our little piece of paper that we cut, that I do not see it, but that's okay, because we'll cut us another one. So I'm going to get some white paper, and we need to cut the size that we need for here. So hang on just a minute. I'm just going to grab me some paper right here. We love our Whisper White, right? And we did have that piece of paper cut, but who knows where it is. Now, the size of it is 2 1/8, okay? 2 1/8, you get that, by 3 7/16. So, not to worry, we'll just cut that 3 7/16. And we know this is 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Let's see. I'm just going to put that right there. 7/16. 1, 2, 4, 6, 7, right there. It's 1 before 3. Oh, that does not look right. No, that's not right. 3 7/16. So we're just going to get this cut and see if it fits. And there we have it. See how pretty that looks? Oh my goodness, yes. So I'm going to put my cutter over there. Now we're going to stamp, and you're going to see how this looks because you want to make sure and stamp it first, right? So what we're going to use is we're going to use some Memento because we're going to use our alcohol markers. So we are going to stamp this down right in the middle. I'm going to try not to get my head in the picture. Oh, and I always do that. I don't know why. I always try to stamp it upside down. I don't know why I do that. But here we go. Oh, look at that. See how pretty that is? That's a great stamp. We just hadn't done anything with it. And so we thought, you know what? We need to do another paper pumpkin, and we need to get that stamped. Now, the other thing I want to do is I want to stamp the beautiful little flowers. It's really grass and flowers that they have. So I am going to use garden green on that. And so I'm just going to run over here and get some garden green. I always think I have everything ready, but you know, it's not possible, right? It's just not possible. So I am going to stamp it and just have one on this side And I'm stamping it off just a little bit. Okay, so see, I stamped it off. It comes in two. Now I'm going to get it a little bit, and I'm still going to stamp it off just a little bit, but it is going to get part of it on there. Let's see, about right there. Okay, and so there we have it. Isn't that pretty? Now wait till you see how I'm going to color this. Oh my goodness. Now look at all these blends that I have, right? We're not going to use all of them, but we're going to use some of them. And the first one that I think we're going to use on the color of the house is we're going to use this Light Poppy Parade. And we're going to use the brush stroke. I mean, you'll see, it just turns out so pretty. So we're just going to go ahead and color it. Go all the way down. And I'm going to go ahead and make these little pieces right there. And I'm going to go down. It just, oh my goodness, it just really brightens it up. Now I'm going to leave some of this a different color. So I'm just trying to stay in right here. Stay in the lines. Hey, that's when we were taught when we were little, stay in the lines, right? So that's what we're going to do. So there we have that, and I'm going to go ahead and make coordinating colors because I know that this looks really pretty. So here we go with that, and now I'm going to use a lighter color to do it. I'm going to bring that in even more so you can see the coloring of it. Now on this one, we're just going to go down and oh my goodness, you can buy Collall? Oh, where do you buy Collall? You know what? Collall is what I love to use. And I go on the Crafter's Companion website, right? And I buy it there. And I actually bought 4 containers of that. So I was able to actually get that in. So, oh, I love my Collall. And I'm sure you do too. That's why you're asking about it. It's great, isn't it? Okay, so I forgot a little bit. And I'm going to go ahead and do this just very lightly. Go down. Look at that. That's really coming up. Now, this right here is a fence. And so it's a little stair step that you have when you walk up. So we're just going to have to do that a little bit. Now, the other thing that I want to do is I want to get some yellow because, you know, these are windows, right? And windows, you can see the light through. So I like to paint them yellow. And you know what they said? There's actually been a study that coloring and crafting really does bring down your stress level. So I would encourage you, and I know you do because you're online, take some time to craft. You know, this is our little therapy to share some ideas that we have with you. Okay, we're getting there, right? Now, I still need to color the door. So I'm going to color the door. Go down and just color that. And, okay. And then the other thing, like I said, you know, that one stamp that we used that actually is for the rain, but we're using it as the structure to the house. Oh, I just think that's such a cute idea. We've seen many people do it. So, and you know what? The thing is, if you don't have this stamp, use another house that you have. That's okay. You can use another house, but still come up with the same sentiments. We have some great sentiments that we're using. And we're going dark on the underneath of the steps because, of course, that kind of shades it a little bit, right? Now, here's this stamp that we use. And we are going to use Espresso. So I'm going to get that. And you'll see how that comes about. We just stamp it just every now and then randomly, right? There we go. And we'll just stamp it about right there. Stamp another one. Stamp one over there. See? Just kind of gives it an added touch, right? I really like that door. I think that is so pretty. And then we're going to turn it the other way and just stamp it. And stamp another one, just randomly, just to kind of give us a little bit, and we'll stamp it right here also. There we go. Okay, so we're done with that. Now, because we are using blue and Night of Navy as the color, this is Night of Navy cardstock, and also this has the Night of Navy in it, we're going to go ahead and color our flowers, just the very tops of them, and you really don't have to be accurate. Just kind of squiggle the lines, because that's the kind of flower they are. And there we have it. Okay, let's see what else. Does that look pretty good? Okay. And have you used this? Have you received your paper pumpkin and you've already used this house? Have you done anything like this? I wonder. I'm curious to know. We would love to know and love to see what you've done. You know, we have a Facebook page, Creative Moments by G. You could head over there and you could put a copy of the card that you created. We would love to see that. You know, that's what we do. We all share ideas, right? So we're going to use our Take Your Pick tool, and we're just going to take the backing off of the dimensionals. And let's see, that one didn't quite come off. And we're going to just put it right in the center. Right in the center. There we go. And now we're going to get out our card, and I'm going to go in just a little bit. Just a little bit. There we go. Back it out just a little. And we're going to put that right on the front. And we're going to go ahead and set this up on dimensionals too, just to give it a different look. And you want to make sure and stay inside those dots, those little circles, so that you can't see it on the outside. And we're going to put one in the middle because we want it to be protected. I just love these. Now, I'm so excited, and I hope, you know, that Stampin' Up! Can continue to ship. And when this goes on sale, you'll be able to buy these beautiful borders. Oh, they're so pretty. We're going to go ahead and center this right here. Now, where we're going to put our message is down here, just a little bitty strip. So, I'm going to use this piece of paper, and we already have a little strip. I want to say I miss you a lot. So we're going to use our memento again. And after I do this one, I'm going to give you another sneak peek. I'm going to show you one more card that you're going to like. Let's see if I got that. Oh, kind of smushed it down a little too much. So we just keep trying, right? I miss you a lot. And we keep our fingers crossed, and there it is. So now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to get a piece of, cut this off, have a piece of paper, and then I'm going to put it in our little punch that we have. We love this punch. And we're just going to punch it right here. There we have it. Now, I do need to use mini dimensionals on this, right? So, are you ladies staying in your house today? I kind of surf YouTube and see who's on live so I can kind of hang out and watch what's going on. Kind of keep us all connected, right? So true. So, here's our card. Now we're just going to put this down, right, center it right on the front. There we have it. And now we have to decorate the front. But let me show you. Here's another card that we did. Look at this one. We used Sea of Silhouette paper. We cut out some circles. We stamped our house and we barely colored the windows. And then we put Wishing You Brighter Days Ahead thinking of you with all my heart. Just a little top fold card, right? Another little sneak peek. Excuse me. So now we're going to go ahead and we're going to lay down our mats. And even though you could leave it white, I don't know. Don't you think that mats just make your card a little sturdier? And plus, it just feels heavier, right? So that when the person gets it, they're like, oh, that's a nice heavy card. That's what I like. Now, we're going to put this one down, and then we're almost through. Almost through with this card. And we are going to put this down. Now, you can stamp something besides the sentiment, but the sentiment we're going to use is our talks are priceless. I miss you. Our talks are priceless. So we have a good, I love the font on this. It almost looks, I don't know, like, it's not Arial, because Arial's kind of, I don't know, it's a little too harsh for me. But it's so pretty. Don't you like that? Our talks are priceless. Look at that. I miss you a lot. Our talks are priceless. You know what? Before I show you the other cards, I just wanted to bring up, you know, a lot of us have kids that don't know what to do, right? There's some kits in the annual catalog, and you probably know that. You've seen them. The annual catalog that you can actually use, and they have some masculine kits as well. This one actually has airplanes in it and balloons, and so, you know, boys would like to do that one. And then, of course, they have the girl ones. But this has everything you need. In case you don't have a lot of supplies, you could buy the kits. So, and I also want to put out there, I had bought some extra paper pumpkin kits. This one, you know, because we don't know if they're going to have any more, and they won't go on sale if they do have them until next week. And this is the one that has the extra stamp set. So if you're interested in picking one up, go ahead and you can private message me or just email me at Georgia@CreativeMomentsByG, and we can get that for you, because you can always use PayPal to pay me. But it's the cost of the kit plus tax plus shipping, because of course I'll have to pay for shipping. But anyway, they're going fast, and I just thought I would mention it. So here is the card we made today. Oh, I'm thinking I really like this. And you know what? If you don't have brightly gleaming, then you can use any stripes, right? Any stripes to do that. So here's this one. Now look at this one. We embossed this. Can you? Yeah, you can see it. See how we embossed it? And all we did was use the actual stamp, the Versamark, and then we put that color of not ink, but the powder. The powder was embossing powder. I couldn't think of the name. Oops. Embossing powder. And then look at the house. We embossed it too. Can you see? Oh yeah, there it is. See how it shines? And then we just use our designer series paper, our best dressed. And then look at the inside. It's so cute. It says, "Hello, friend. May your troubles be less and your blessings be more, and nothing but happiness come through your door." And we're going to have all the supplies and all the materials listed below the video. So there you go. There's another one. We showed you this top fold card, right? We really, really like that one. Now, look at this one. Can you see the embossing folder we used? The bricks. And then we use kind of a turquoise color. We'll have that listed for you in the supplies. Thinking of you. So grateful for someone like you in my life. And now look at this one. We actually used this, remember our bee stamp set that we got a couple months ago? Wishing you sunshine and happiness. And we just did a little shading, right? Once again, we have our door on the front. Thinking of you, sweet friend. Now, let's see what else we have. Oh, look at this one. You know me. I love my diagonal cards, right? Look at that. We used that same die cut, but we just put it on this, put it in a different color, and just a little note to say hello. Life is better with a friend like you. Once again, this is the designer series paper that comes in 6x6, and you can just write your message over here. But it's a diagonal cut. I like it. Now, look at this one. This is just, once again, that die cut. You can tell we fell in love with the die cut, right? Thinking of you, and then you can just stamp something on the inside. And we're going to have really great pictures of this on our YouTube so you can see it, and also on our blog. And then finally, we just stamped this. We didn't emboss it, but we'd use this brightly gleaming paper and we put it the other way. Hello, friend. The same message. Oh my goodness. Well, friends, what do you think about this? Did you like those cards? Did you like the designs? My goodness. There are so many things you can do to, to share with your friends. I want to thank Gloria and Cindy for stopping by and spending their time with me today, and for talking and sharing your thoughts. I mean, it's so much more fun when people chat and we talk back and forth, right? Well, I hope you go out and have a fantastic day. Really. Be creative in your crafting, and I'll see you next week, I hope. Take care, stay healthy, and God bless you. Bye-bye.